Uh-huh. I'm still working on a better way to get you guys able to see. Oops. Wow. Okay, so not plugged in here. Let me trying to get a better way to let you see the desk for the tech work stuff. But it's always kind of crazy. Let me see if I have may have unplugged this light bar that I have here. Well, it looks like it's on. Let's see. Let me get some lights. Get you my messy desk. I need a better light. This one actually squeals while it's on. It's like wee. So that's really not the greatest thing. I'd still love a better desktop stand for the RE20 than this Rode. It's just too weak. Way too weak. Okay. So let me get. Man, I thought I got rid of the stream elements. I know I say that every time. I got to get my regular show up. I'll do that as soon as I can. Let me just invite this guy. Some crazy anti-vaxxer that some girl died, and all the anti-vax nutters got in her Instagram, her family's Instagram, and just like torturing the family with this stuff. And it pretty sure had nothing to do with any of this. Um, I just gotta post a link. Some guy was gonna tell me how dumb I am, so we'll see how that works out. I'm just gonna copy the link. Post a link. Some guy was gonna tell me. Oh wow, it's like no latency today on YouTube. It's like 3 or 4 seconds. That's interesting. Let me go to Instagram real quick, and just gotta respond to this. Oh, why is it not letting me click on here? I gotta respond to these comments so the guy knows where to. Wow. Okay, nothing's working. Nice. Instagram, as usual, is working like crap. Let's see. On notifications. Let me go to. Oh boy. Okay. Well, let me try it on the Instagram app. All right, and then I'm gonna get DMCA'd. All right, so got a lot of smack talk from this dude who I probably don't actually disagree with all that much, but the anti-vaxxer stuff I can't stand. I'm trying to just figuring out how to link this thing. Then I got some tech work to do, so let's. I want to start with that. As soon as I get there, let me just. I'm sorry. I just got to copy this link. Um, how do I do that? Settings, no. I'm trying to manage this. I just want to copy this. Hit copy link. Go to Instagram. Okay, so first of all, we'll see if this guy shows up. I'll keep this up. So, actually, looks like a really cool dude. Actually, like a bounty hunter and all this stuff. Actually, pretty badass. But I'm sorry. Just because you're a badass doesn't mean you get to throw science out the window. I got a couple things to fix, but first, I was meant to. I meant to. Oh, that's not working. So, um, yeah, my Stream Deck is working like crap lately, so I'm not sure what that's about. Um, right window, right monitor. Yeah, why isn't that working? Oh, great. Oh, okay. So this is a separate. Um, let's see if that works for this. Oh, that does. Okay, good. But it's backwards, but you know what? I don't really care. That's fine. Yeah, it's backwards. All right, I'll deal with that later. So yeah, if it shows up, we'll deal with that. So make sure I'm playing here. I was definitely playing. Sorry if that was a little bit loud. Okay, so there's something. There's a compressor I need to test. Let's see. I'm just gonna make a. Let me go to something simpler. Just gotta test the drums. So there's a change in VST3 or a change in the way Reaper handles VST3s. So there's more. There's like a bus settings on there now to tell the number of side chains in the VST3 bus. I think I'm not exactly sure what this thing's about, but it caused some trouble, caused actually some crashes in some plugins, and Justin actually added something in Reaper to fix this. So I'm gonna take a look at this real quick. Why did my, there we go. There's my right screen. I'm gonna turn the master down a little bit. I just want to make sure that side chains are working. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Intuition on the bass track, and I'm gonna put it at the end here. Yeah, in case anybody wanted to know how to use this stuff. I wonder if I shouldn't have the AIX DSP logo on when it says Antivaxxer on here. They could DMCA us. Nah, yeah, too bad. So I'm gonna put Intuition on here, and I'm gonna make it so that the kick drum controls the bass. It's going to turn down the bass. So we're going to use the sidechain and everything, but let's just make sure this is right first. 2.04A, that's the one that Dave sent me last. Not sure if he has a different one. He hasn't answered, so I'm just going to drag the routing here, go down to the bass track, and drop it in. I'm going to add it to new channels on the receiving track, 3 and 4. And I'm pretty sure this works now, so let's see. So what we should see is if I click the side chain here, is that every time the kick hits, it's going to duck the bass, right? So let me just play this. Okay, so that's the kick drum. So if we listen to this, I'm going to solo the bass track. And when I do key listen, I should just hear the kick drum. And of course, I probably want a cleaner signal for that. So let me, boy, if only some company made a really kick-ass gate for just this purpose. Look at that. What is this? AIX DSP multiband gate. Actually, there's an update for this today, and if you're having trouble in the key listen mode of multiband gate, this actually fixes that for you. So let me know how that is. So I'm going to take a look at key listen, and I'm actually going to edit the gate for the kick drum on the bass track. How about that? So let's okay, so this, you hear this resonance thing? That's what 2.06 fixes. So actually, I'm gonna do some look ahead here, which is kind of scary normally, but I'm actually gonna put a lot in. Turn on the transient shaper and turn the sustain all the way down. There we go. Now it should be a much cleaner signal to feed to the bass track. There we go. Okay, so we're ducking fine. But I want to show you what's going on here. So there's this new thing that says VST3 bus size. And it's set for auto. So if I set it to 2, what's going to happen? Is it going to crash Reaper? See, now I've got no kick. Now I got the kick. So I think the bus size is talking about stereo buses. Let me see. I'm going to set it higher. This is where the trouble was happening. I'm going to add more track channels. I'm going to go back to auto. Pretty sure this is okay. Unsolo this. This is what's the name? Kiltuko. This is one of their newer songs. I'm mixing right now. I think intuition's working. I just got to tell the developer. Man, I'll find them. Okay, so let me turn back on my desk here. Let's see if that's right. Okay, get this out of the way. Yeah, we may be getting a little bit more space in here. Maybe I can finally have a proper tech area. But right now, don't have one. So first of all, I'm going to take this apart and see if there's a bad fuse. This is a JBL. Yeah. Where's your keys? Thank you. Yeah, always make videos. All right, so this is a JBL LSR 305 powered monitor. Is this one of the ones that has the like some kind of software that you tune the room with or whatever with these guys? I'm a little bit worried about hitting this woofer, so let me a little standoff. Oh, here we go. This will be perfect. All right. That's very unstable, actually. I want to hit that tweeter. It's a soft tweeter too, so. Yeah, woofers be okay. Okay. Well, now, worried about his fuses here, so let me just knock this out. Yeah, I really want to get a better overhead setup for doing the tech stuff, man. I'd love to do a lot of guitar repair videos and things like that. Doing more and more luxury lately. And I'm just assuming where these screws are, I could be screwing something up, but you know. I need to get more like little electric screwdrivers and things too. I'm going to be doing more of this anyway. I finally went and broke down and got one of those electrical string winder things. That's actually been pretty awesome. Oh wow, see the port's built in. That's pretty cool. Okay, so how do I get this? What is yanking so hard that you can't pull this out? Ooh, ferrite beads. Nice. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to get all audiophile on you guys, but I want to see if there's actually a fuse in here. Ah, and there is. Look right there. So that is a fuse. So I'm going to yank that out of there. If I can find the right pliers. Hopefully I don't bust this glass. Why did that just all of a sudden? Oh, okay. You see that? This guy just popped out. Nice. All right. Well, we're going to test this fuse and put it back in if it's good and button this back up. He thinks he brought the wrong speaker over. So there you go, right? Just going to check for continuity. The end should beep. There we go. This fuse beeps and we're good. Ooh, not beeping. Interesting. No, we are beeping. All right. I got this multimeter. It's like super cheap, Neotech, it says. It does mostly what I wanted to do. I'm not super thrilled about the pins. It did come with alligator clip leads too, which was really cool. I'd like some deeper pins though if I could get. So I'm probably going to get another one if you guys have a recommendation. As bad as Radio Shack was with a lot of stuff, I loved their pocket multimeter. I love that thing. It took a watch battery. That was my favorite one. People used to borrow it. People who had flukes used to borrow that thing all the time because it had an immediate beeper on it, you know, for the continuity check. All right, so I'm just buttoning this back up. This connector that fell off. So this guy's good. It must be the other speaker like he thought it might be. Wow, this thing, man, it looks like they got some really good stuff built into here. People ain't messing around with their studio monitors. I got NS, not NS10s, but whatever they look like them. HS5s in here in a subwoofer, in case anybody wants to know. There's some VXT6s on my stands too, but I don't have them hooked up right now. And I'm not sure I'm gonna. I used to have them hooked up, but man, I've been working with the same mastering engineer for so long. I'm pretty sure I could mix on Radio Shack speakers and send it to him, and he would be able to make everything perfect. So, I don't know. I really like the HS5s. I'm very used to them. They're not in an ideal spot. I got a monitor kind of covering one, and somehow things are still turning out okay. Let me button this guy back up. There we go. Look how messy my desk is. Sorry. I'd like to have one of these like torque wrenchy types so that I don't over tighten anything. I think you can set that on these things. Let me see. Oh yeah, click. That mechanic show. I really like that mechanic channel. He's click, and then he calls his wife a wife unit. Oops. Okay. Now, the other thing was a power supply or some kind of mic. Let me make sure that this challenge posted. I don't want the guy to act. I don't want people saying the guy ran away. Whoa! Whoa! What in the world is that? Wow, sorry about that. Hey, that was actually Kirk Resnick, you know, from the Funk Junkies. For some reason, I had my Stream Deck just plays that. I actually had some buttons I wanted to have like a couple different things. Let me see if this one actually works. Let's see.
All that hate's gonna burn you up, kid.
Keeps me warm.
So I wanted to have a couple little sound thingies there. See how this goes. So open this up. This is a what the hell is this? Wow. This is a Rode wow, that's a hefty mic. Rode Classic 2? That is a beefy mic. Wow. What's all in here? If I dare open this up. Let's get this guy open. No, I'm not just gonna pull that apart. Okay. This is not oh, this is pretty beefier than I expected. So it has a multi-pin power supply. It looks like 3, 7, 10, 12 pins. I'll pull that power supply out in a second. It looks like an old Neumann or something the way it thinks that. Let me just make sure. I don't want anybody giving this guy crap if he didn't check it out. This link might not have showed. So I know Instagram filters their filters this thing. No, it's okay. All right. Yeah, it's not fair if you challenge somebody and they can't even show up. Okay, sorry. Look at this power supply. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to get. No user serviceable parts inside. That's nice. We can look this up. It's got a cable. You know, whenever this kind of stuff goes bad, the first thing I figure is the cable's bad. We can do a continuity check on the cable, but I am going to check its fuses first. Here's the cable. And then if I can, I'll get a pin out on what sort of voltages we're supposed to see and see if I can't check that on the power supply pins. So first of all, there's a 12240 switch in here. So that's a switch. The other one is for the fuses. And where is my... I need more screwdrivers. I got this one from a student. I really love this screwdriver. I didn't check yet. I could go look. Okay. Ooh, that's not. That's like a spoke wrench, but this will work. Okay. Should work. Ooh, maybe not. A different screwdriver tip. Here we go. That is a beefy fuse. What does this say? T250 milliamps. Okay, fuse is good. Yeah, it's never that easy. Okay. So next, I think I'm going to try out the cable. I'm not really sure what the pinout is, but I think we can just go 1-to-1, you know, we'll see. It's not like you would have modded the cable, so if there's anything not touching, then that's probably going to tell us what the problem is. And this is where it'd be really good to use the alligator clip leads. Of course, those might be too close together to really tell. And this is what I'm talking about, how I want longer pins, because sometimes this isn't really gonna reach here too well. But let's see how these things are numbered, if they're numbered. My eyes are going bad, so. Okay, so this mirror image. Okay, so not too bad. So I'd like to leave something hooked up, but you know, this is why we always talk about needing extra hands, right? So okay, so it seems to be the right thing. Yep. Ooh, oh, somebody's having trouble with tech support here. I might have to get on that in a second. Let me It's my thing. I'm always doing so much that it's hard to get anything single done. But I'm going through these pins. Seem good. I'm checking to see if it's shorted to anything else too at the same time. So that sometimes you'll get a good reading, and then but it'll still be shorted to another pin, which is not supposed to be. But in this case, okay, so the cable's good. Okay, so that's scary. So I'm gonna have to go through and see what the voltage is. But before I do that, I do have to check a tech support ticket real quick with our plugins. Get on here. You know, it's never good news, right? Okay, Merry Christmas. I loved your gate plugin until I paid for it. As soon as I did, I received an update and it no longer works. No. No, 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 no. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I don't get uh emails when people send them in, and I don't know what's going on. We really did a lot of work to fix up the email server lately, so I don't know why that is. We really got to get that down. Like I don't know if you guys been using stuff that I've been involved with since Reaper, you know how crazy I am about tech support. Like I want to hear immediately if somebody's having a problem. Okay. Yeah, this sucks. Um, yeah, this guy is very unhappy. So yeah, for some reason, a guy said he had a tech support email and he didn't get a response, and that should not ever be the case. That hurts. Not one of these normal companies that just lets people hang on the vine. You know, they really want to. I mean, I know what it's like having something not work when there's a customer there. That sucks, man. So yeah, I don't want that happening at all. So let me gonna send him the newest version. Multi-band gate. And I'm having a weird problem with Dropbox on Mac, and apparently other people have tried the same thing out and not have the problem. So anyway, okay, tech support done. Okay, so let's see if we can find. Let's see if we can find the power supply voltages. Power supply voltage, road classic 2. Here's an instruction manual. Hopefully somebody's got the readout for, let's see. So it's this microphone. What I want to find is the output on the pins. Is this thing just cardioid? Oh, it'll do cardioid and omni. And figure 8. Nice. Well, this is a multi-pattern mic. Take that. Jensen output transformer. Nice. Okay, so it's this right here, this cable. I want to find the power on there. I have no idea what the voltages are supposed to be on that thing. And it looks like it doesn't tell you. Road classic power supply. Pin out. Maybe. Okay, somebody at Safe Space is looking for a power supply. I wonder if this is going to be the same. So let's just take a look. NTK, PSU. 7-pin XLR. This looks like something else. Yeah, it's different. Boy. Schematic. Is there a schematic for this thing? Schematic for Classic 2. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is old. 2005. Nice. What technology? Oh, the tech stuff today is just I got a Rode Classic 2 microphone, and he thinks there's something wrong with the power supply, so I'm looking for the schematic the pinout, and I need to know these voltages so I can turn it on and actually see if we're getting the right voltages on here. I just checked the cable, so I'm in here looking for see if somebody's got a schematic here. And yeah, welcome aboard there, Gonu. Check the cable. I checked. We just did the pinout on the cable continuity check, so that looked good. Send the mic back to Rode. No, that's not what he's asking. Here are some classic Rode schematics. Okay, let's see if one's in here. Wow, this is from 2005. It may not be. This is before he made Reaper, I think. Yeah, see? No. Okay, let's see. Let's just try a Rode Classic 2 schematic. Don't really need the mic schematic as far as I know. That's the instruction manual. That's not, it wasn't in there. Okay. Rode Classic Power Supply schematics. Let's see. Okay, power supply voltage under load, 120. Check the plate, cathode, and heater voltages. I have no idea. I need the pinout for that, don't I? There we go. Okay. Oh! 12-volt for the relays. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, so coming in, find these connectors. So what did I say there was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there was 12 pins on this thing. Let's see. Yeah, there's 12 pins. Is the other two unused? They actually the cable fed pin to pin, so little bit dicey about this being the pins here. Round turn 0 120 120. So here's the 12 volt. Audio out to power supply. A and B. So there's the output transformer. Supposed to test this under load, which is going to be a little bit tricky. I could fire this thing up and put a checker on it. Let's try that. Get EC cable. I'm sure there's one around here somewhere. There we go. Now, is this thing safe to actually... Oh, look at that. So here's the attenuator. Here's the polar pattern selector. Nice. And the high pass filter. Okay, so let's give this... Turn this on. First one I can probably look for here. Assuming this thing ain't some kind of weird tubey thing anyway. I'm going to go to voltage. I don't know if you guys can see that. I think so, actually. So it's telling me that 12 volts is on G, which is number 12. So it seems like they do skip some. See, I don't know. This thing is numbered really funny. Ground return is saying it's number 13, but it's tied to number K and C. See, I don't know what the off power supply is. So here's the socket. I don't know how this is really. I really don't trust this pinout. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I don't know that these are actually the numbers on the connector. So I'm gonna follow this 13 back. It's like 13. Yeah, same ground return. C and K. Those are off-body connectors. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. I'm going to assume... Well, there is no 13. What the hell am I talking about? Oh, boy. I have no idea what pin is what on this thing. So the socket... I mean, if you did put A and B before 1 and 2, then you would get 13. Okay. Audio out A and B. That is for the and ABC. Okay, never mind. So that's for the XLR. Okay, so scratch all that. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pins unaccounted for here. I don't know what that 13 is. Why is there 13? Unless 13 is like chassis ground. Could be. Okay. Well, anyway, so let's. I'm gonna. Ooh, there's a loose screw here. Oh, all these screws are loose. Okay, that could be a problem. Let me. So I have no idea what any of these. I'm just gonna stick it in a pin. So 1. Not really seeing any voltage from. I did see a change, but I'm not seeing any voltage. 2. Nothing. 3. See, some of this could be AC too, as far as I know. Shows you what I know. Oh. I don't know that this the screw that I'm holding it on is actually decent ground. Okay, let me. What can I use for a ground? See the if I got my alligator clips out, the ground for the XLR should be ground for this whole thing. Try this again. This should be DC, right? I'm losing my mind. I mean, I'm seeing something. It's just not anything really. I need a tech space. I tried that auto feed soldering iron. It was pretty much a dud. Okay. So I know this one's gonna be red, but whatever. I'll hold this on pin 3. Actually, I have no idea what's the ground pin on this guy. I'm assuming that it's gonna be pin 1. XLR. Please let it be pin 1. I mean, unless they're absolutely crazy, it's going to be pin 1. But, you know, I've seen nuttier stuff before. So, I'll try and insulate the rest of these. Okay, so I've got that in pin 1. So, now the other one, I should be able to just start putting. We got nothing, 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 nothing. I mean, we might need to complete the circuit to make any of this actually work. I don't know why this thing's so loose. That's kind of terrifying me. It feels to me like this thing was supposed to have a screw on it, and the screw fell off. This ain't good. Let me try AC voltage real quick. Interesting. Some of it goes right to 0. Most of it's around half a volt. Not sure what that's telling me. I'll turn off the power supply in a second, and I hit the last pin. Let me see what this does when I turn it off. Yep. Interesting. Now I'm seeing 41 volts. I don't think so. That sounds very wrong. Unless there's a capacitor draining in there. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. That thing might have been, I might have flipped it the wrong way. Okay. Let's go now. Okay, here's 1. Nothing. 2. Oh, it's trying. It's trying. Where are we going? Interesting. Is this AC? 41 volts. 41 volts. 41 volts. 41 volts. 41 volts. Nothing. 41 volts. 41 volts. 7 volts. Okay. What have we got? Looking on the schematic here. 1 volt. 41 volts. 41 volts. So all these guys, I don't really think. All right, I have no idea. I need the pin out for this thing. Well, you confirmed it's putting out some power though. That's if that's any help. All right, so I think once this guy comes on and wants to do his debate, I'm gonna button this stuff up, and I am going to do some little bit of editing so that these guys can do their vocals. So let me do a save as. So that's gonna be the right monitor. I'll be right back. I'm gonna start working on this song. Let's see. I want to get this set so that they can record vocals. I don't know if you really need to do much on here. I'm gonna find out. I think I need to move some guitars around. Yep. Okay, so let's take a look. figure out what goes here. Let me unmute the scratch guitars. I think it's going to be these four right here. So for right now, I'm just going to do a split on these 3 tracks. Copy them. I'm going to undo that split so these are no longer split. Put this right here, and I think this is going to be okay. Next part is going to be is it Alt O? I have a little. See, this isn't working. So I have a macro that'll move this snap to marker to the closest grid. Maybe it is working. Let me see. So when I hit Alt O here, it should jump over there. I got to change the color scheme a little bit to make this a little bit more. So that's okay. There we go. So this will go to the correct place in the snap to. Copy these. I'm not really sure what's going on here. So these will all have to be edited later, but for now, we want to make it so they can sing on here. Copy this. I think that this is the second verse here. We'll see. I wonder if they want to do something different with the guitar there because of the way the drums are. I think so. Let me cut these up. Let me take some creative liberties here. Let's see. Get rid of these. I mean, I'm just messing with their stuff, and I know Steve Albini says don't do that. they're free to do whatever the hell they want. But I think this is probably what they meant to do. There's Basil playing bass. Now let me look at what's going on with these drums here. Yeah, I'm just gonna move the whole measure for now. I'm just gonna see what's going on here. Just adding stretch markers here. I'm gonna move these to the grid. That's just by the measure. It's not really that. It's pretty subtle. So let's see what happens. Could be that the guitar's off too, so could very well be that the guitar's off. Oh, and look at that. How's my snap to? Nice. Oh man, this whole thing is off. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Why? Let's see what difference that makes. Okay, so what's the problem here? So is the guitar speeding up? Could do the same thing here. I don't really, you know, if the kick's going, it's not so bad, but I would like to leave these guys loose so that, you know, it gives the, I mean, we double these tracks for a reason. We want them different. So, but I can always change this. So let me just so I'm using tab to transient, and I'm just doing the beginning of the measure. Let's see what happens with that. See, it's not by much. Like that. How's the bass? Is the bass going through all that? Yep. Okay. So next we get this pre-chorus part. Again, I'm going to give it the Alt-O treatment. Let me see what that actually is. So I'm going to go to Actions List, Show Actions List, Find Shortcut, and I'm going to hold Alt-O. And that is Item Set Snap Offset to Nearest Grid Line. Okay, so that's what I have set there. Thank you, Justin, for adding all this stuff, man. You know, for real. Alt-O. Alt-O. Select them both, copy them, turn snapping on, and then go to the next pre-chorus here. It's going to be right here. Now, I think there's a couple like 6/4 measures or something that were messing with me, but I'll take care of that. Hey, Boo Ninja. So drummer here is one of our drum teachers, Sam. You heard something's a little bit loose sounding. I don't know again if it's the guitar or the what. But for right now, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna give just the that edit's gonna need to be worked on. Oh, Just going to go to the beginning of each measure. Give that a stretch. Not really mess with see, that's already in the right place. Thomas Blug. Who's Thomas Blug? I have to look that up. Thomas Blug. Ooh, guitar. Ooh. Oh, guitarist, electronic musical engineer and composer, and he has his own band. Let's see. Oh, I seen this thing. That people were talking about this right here. When was that made? Was that like ancient days, or is that kind of something newer? Compact tube head designed by Thomas. I need to see that. Let's see. Let's go look. Let's go do some internet stalking. Uh-oh. Official website is... There we go. Let's see this thing. Oh, well, I'll look at this later. Yeah. So they called him an expert today, so he's raising his rates. Yes, do it. I come to find out that, you know, even on like gold and platinum albums, I never made more than like $15 an hour. And, you know, it was back in the day. But like, we find guys that don't know jack about jack. They're charging like $80 an hour for them, not the studio, for them. And they're like brand new engineers, just got out of fake engineer school and stuff. They're charging crazy money, and like everybody's telling me charge way more. And yeah, I need to. But you know, it's hard because I'm it came from a time when we didn't charge all that much, you know. I know there's inflation. It's just hard. So this wasn't that far off, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. Let me see if this still feels loose. So that's fine now. Good, it's probably guitar anyway. It's always the guitar. So that's the chorus. What do we got for chorus? Chorus is... Oh, I'm supposed to check the big room to see what kind of state they left it in last night. Somebody might be in trouble. So there's always so many things going on at once. Eleven to 12. Where's... Oh, is Matthew here? Oh, is he not coming? I'm gonna go get something to eat. Okay. Wait, why did that end up there? Did I just Alt O and the thing ended up there, or did I just mess up? See, I'm getting too distracted. Your snap 2 point was right there. Hold on, let me do this again. Alt O. Yeah, why is it going over there? Now, this song has some 5/4 stuff in here, and I wonder if the 5/4 is messing up the Alt O thing. I'm going to tell Justin real quick. Let me get that action again with what it's called. Find shortcut. Alt O. copy selected action text. I'm saying, is there any chance that a 5-4 time signature could mess up actions? Okay. Well, it's nice to be able to tell the big guy what your problem is, right? Okay, so that's copy that chorus. Is there another guitar in here? No. Okay, that's all there is for chorus. Pre-chorus is there. Snapping on. Turn this on. Probably have a different sound for chorus, but let's see if that went to the right place. Current rate is 3. I think I'll come away. Yeah, if you're an expert, spent so much of my life working for food, so you know, not the best judge there. What was that doubling I heard? Oh, I bet it's this right here. Yep. So that's just an edit. Wait a second. Why does that sound like a trigger? Did I put a trigger on here? There's no trigger on here. No. In the world. So that's not a trigger. Oh, that's my D6 that I just got back from Sweetwater. Actually, they sent me a new one. Oh, I love that sound. What am I doing here? It's got multiband gate and exciter. That's it. It's not even an EQ on here. So that's without exciter on it. That glorious slap. Slap. Sounds loose again. Tighten that up. I mean, they need to sing on this. Yeah, why not? Again, just doing the beginning of the measure. I don't like things right on top of each other, even when I'm totally editing the hell out of stuff. But if it's going to be covered up by a kick or a snare, like at the top of a measure, I'm fine with it. It's after that where I get like I want variability. That's why it's there, you know. Do that one first. Yeah, it didn't move it by much, right? Might be all it takes. Maybe it's just further on down the road that it gets ugly here. Yes, it does. Actually, I don't need that at all, so. I bet that's what it was. Unfortunately, that's going to put it right on top of each other. I know I'm not really one of those guys that talks about too perfect or whatever, but this kind of stuff actually is where it kind of makes a difference. Let's fix this. Let's see what the problem is here. Again, just top of the measure. Let's see what happens. I'd like to set a minimum loop time because, man, this mouse always wants to do weird things. That's fine. That's fine. This all looks fine. What's the problem? That last little bit, that 1, 2, 3, 4, that could be a problem. We'll deal with that in a second. Okay. Actually, I don't know if I want to mess with this stuff. I just want it from here. Okay, so here maybe there's a problem. Let's take a closer look here. 2, 3. Not really, God, it's tight. Okay, I'm gonna do the half note on just this one right here. See if that makes any difference. And I have no idea if yeah, see, I didn't even move anything. So it's this and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now is that supposed to be quarter notes or what? That's where things are looking a little bit ugly. But maybe it's supposed to slow down. I don't know. It could actually sounds like maybe it's meant to slow down. So I'm a little bit hesitant on this here. See what happens. Sounds a lot better. I'm not going to stretch this one. I'm going to move it. If I can avoid stretching artifacts, I will. See, it still sounds. See how late that sounds? Oh, I hate to do this. And make these a little bit different than each other if I can. Set it back together. Seems like that's a really early. Let me see. It's a kick, the plane. All right, so that's. I have to fix this. I don't want to mess up everything up. See, this is when you start editing things and you start messing up everything after it. I don't want to mess up everything after it. So I'm gonna. That's fine over there. This is not. So hopefully. Time selection. See, we need that crash. Doesn't really hit a crash here, does he? The other one's got a killer crash on it, doesn't he? Let me see. I can fix that later. So I need to I think this is on my hard drive, but I really need it in a way that they can record on it. So how do I do that? So this. Hey, Hard Left Productions. Yeah, this is this guy's like this guy's a weirdo, man. He shows up. He can operate like any kind of machinery you could name, and he's a real good bass player. Very weird dude. I'll show you what it is. Yeah, no, it's gonna put this on the line my bass thing. So this is a 2-channel bass thing. This is the top only. It's kind of quiet bass is the problem. The bottom one's kind of dirty for, and it's a high pass, so it's just to get where you can hear it. Here's the top distorted.